Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to get the GTO finally tuned, and hopefully she makes way more power than the Grand Prix made. I'm hoping for close to 500. I think that is very reasonable, especially, you know, we have CNC heads, aftermarket valves, a bunch of other stuff. We have the stage 4 camshaft, and it's just, you know, it's a 6-liter aluminum block. Should easily make close to 500. So I'll say hopefully at the lowest 450. Hopefully we don't have any issues. I had an issue last night. The coolant overflow must have cracked on the bottom and it leaked all of the coolant out of the overflow. So right now I have a water jug as an overflow, but besides that, there shouldn't be any other issues. But that's what I thought with the Grand Prix, and we had some finicky stuff that we had to fix. So let's get the GTO loaded on the trailer. I moved some stuff around in the shop. I moved the 240Z next to the FD so I could just pull the GTO out right there. And probably what's gonna happen when I come back from the tuner is I'm going to leave the GTO at home in the garage, and I'll start driving it, and then I'll bring the charger down here and put the charger under the lift, so then I could work on the charger around here and it won't be all the way at home. Have the wheels, back wheels off the GTO because they're dry rotted and the one doesn't hold air, plus they're not a matching pair. And I have these Kumo Extas. So I'm guessing that we're not going to get a very accurate dyno number. This isn't going to make very much power, but Kumos are like the worst tires ever. It's probably going to get really, they're just going to slip. They just get greasy and slip, you know, using them drifting and everything, or they chunk. Let's throw these in the back of the truck. And I found out the one tire that was going flat is going flat, or was going flat, because the chip foose wheels, the chrome that they plated them in, where the bead is, it's like delaminating. So I had to scrape it off with a file, and then now she is ready to go. Man, this is the maiden voyage, and so far, whew, let's pull her on the trailer. Hopefully it works. GTO loaded on the trailer, pretty muddy in the yard. Probably gonna have to wash my trailer really quick and my truck tires, just because, look at that. Got like an inch of mud on them. This is probably the first wash this GTO has had in about 5 to 6 years, and she looks pretty good. The body is pretty decent. There are a few flaws. The fender has a dent there, and the clear up there is peeling, like I've said before. Eventually, I do want to make this thing really, really nice. Some 91 in the GTO. She was about 11 gallons empty. So I think when I got the car, it was pretty much on empty, which is good. Means there wasn't that much bad fuel in here. Go back up to Denver, going to unload the GTO, drive it around back. They're not here yet. Came a little bit earlier just so I could avoid traffic. All right, Steve, so you tuned Grand Prix yesterday.
Yep.
What do you think this is going to make? More than 300?
Yeah, more than 300. Yeah, I think it'll do more than 300. Yeah, probably see mid-4s or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like, if we got over 450, I'd be happy with this.
Yeah.
So,
see what we can do.
I bet the people that live across the railroad tracks and those houses are going to be so mad today. Hopefully you aren't trying to sleep in. This is going to be so loud. So loud. Oh man, first time, first fall. much more timing. We're gonna see if we can get another like 20 to 25 horse out of it. So maybe close to 500. Try messing with how it shifts since it has a larger cam. I'm going to go through HP tuners and just go and mess with pressures and torque converter lockup and stuff like that. So she made pretty good power. 483, 454 was the end number, but Steve was saying he really likes this cam.
Definitely like this cam. I think that's a good power band. Like you and I were talking about, like, you know, you might have picked up a little bit of torque with a different cam, but I don't know. That's a really good power band.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a Texas Speed Stage 4 V4 torquer, I think. I'll have to look it back up and I'll send you a link, but.
Imported heads, right?
CNC ported heads, yeah.
Yeah, CNC ported.
So they're like 63 cc chambers or something like that. I'll have to look that up too, but we'll.
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Nice combo.
So I can't wait to drive it on the street. Dyno's pretty cool. It retracts and extends, so then he just has to hold the brakes to get it off the rollers. Steve just finished tuning the GTO. Now I'm gonna load it up on the trailer and head back to Pueblo, unload it, and then figure out what we're gonna do after that. Back home from Denver, getting the GTO tuned on the dyno, and I'm very excited that she made 484. Made a lot more power than factory. So I'm very happy. There wasn't any issues. She didn't blow up, she didn't smoke. I mean, there's always a slew of things, and Steve even said that himself. He's like, how much did you drive this car before you brought it? And we dynoed it. I was like, this is its first drive. And he's pretty surprised about that, because usually you have all kinds of issues. There could be coils that go out, there could be oil that leaks. There's just, you know, anything that can happen usually will happen on the dyno, especially if you take a car and that's its first drive. So I'm very happy that I'm, you know, thorough with my builds and I don't have to worry about trying to chase things on the dyno. I can't wait to take the GTO to the drags because I just want to see what she can do. Steve was also saying that I need to fine tune some stuff with the transmission and HP tuners, and I'll probably have to do that at the drag strip and some of it on the street just to get the drivability really down. I need to also do that with the Grand Prix as well. But he was also saying that it could have made a little bit more power because he said either the tires were slipping or the transmission was slipping, but he said it's probably the tires because the speeds that he was reading from the dyno to the speed on the gauge was about, I think he said like 20 or 30 miles per hour off. So we'll see. I mean, 484 for a naturally aspirated V8 is doing pretty well. I mean, the cam sounds great. I may end up putting mufflers on her. She is very, very loud, but I'll probably enjoy it for a little bit until I get pulled over. But I'm gonna end the video here. If you like these videos, make sure to click that subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.